Greetings and welcome to this brief presentation. The purpose of this slideshow is to reiterate our school's determination to provide the best quality teaching and learning for the students in our care. Intuitively speaking, we know that outstanding schools have outstanding teachers who produce outstanding teaching. And it is our school vision that drives our conversation as we work collaboratively to provide the best learning environment for our students. Now, as teachers, we are reflective practitioners. We're continually seeking answers to questions. And our lessons, they need to have every opportunity for students to connect, to activate, to demonstrate and reflect on their learning. We need to be well prepared and very intentional about what we prepare. Now, on this slide, there are a couple of key questions that I expect teachers to continually reflect upon as they go about their business throughout the school year. ALIASART is about learning. It's about providing students with the best possible ways to help them grasp the concepts we want them to learn. It's about striving for excellence. It's about the effort that we put into it. And how we do that, how we create it, well, that's in the hands of the teachers. But fortunately, we are guided by some good research. There's much that tells us what makes up an effective school. And I'd like to synthesise it down to 4 key qualities. The first is about being child-centred. The reason why we're all at school is because we have this desire for students to learn, and we want them to have the best opportunity to do so. Now, all students are individual, and no one-size-fits-all approach is adequate. We need to be student first and focused on their needs. The second quality is around this notion of high-quality teaching and learning. It goes without saying that effective schools have high-quality teaching and learning going on. Now, this places the onus fairly squarely on the shoulders of the teacher. Strong content and subject knowledge, coupled with innovative and creative pedagogical practices, student achievement is in your hands. The third trait is around effective leadership. Effective schools have effective leaders, but these are not just the designated leaders with titles next to their names. It is each staff member leading by example, being professional in their approach and yearning to be better tomorrow than they are today. The quote that we often use is, "The standard you walk past is the standard you accept," and that comes to mind here. Effective teacher leadership goes out of their way to make every post a winner. And it is the teachers and their leadership capacities that will help our school achieve its vision. And the fourth quality is around this connectedness with the community. Effective schools reach out to their community. How do you do that? Whether you're a teacher or a middle leader or a senior leader, that is the key question. Engaging your class parents, providing regular communication, offering timely information, seeking parental support, reaching out to the wider community to support your learning agenda. These all play a part in connecting our community with our school. So let me just tease these 4 qualities a little bit more. When you start the new academic year and you sit down with your counterparts, what conversations are you going to have with your grade members or your subject teams? Do you believe that each child can learn? How are you going to come up with the clear plans to help each child achieve their minimum 1 year's growth under your tutelage? How are you going to involve the students in their learning? What routines and structures are you setting up that give student voice and choice in their learning? Being student-centred can be just lip service, or it can be a very integral part of your day-to-day teaching and learning. When we reflect on the research, there are 6 key traits that help yield high-quality teaching and learning. The question on how ALIASART provides responses to each of these 6 traits on this slide is up to you. Why don't you pause this video right now, take some time to read through these 6 statements and reflect on what each of these points mean to you. Welcome back. Now, breaking this down further, we believe that your lessons will be outstanding if you can ensure that they follow the prescribed 8 elements on effective lesson format, which you can listen to in another video that we've put on this induction series. But in short, most effective lessons enable students to connect with their learning. And not only that, see the relationship with real-world applications. Effective lessons promote cross-curricular learning, and where possible, they stretch student learning through the use of critical thinking practices and higher-order questioning. Now, the third category is this notion of effective leadership. Now, ALIASART is fortunate to have appointed excellent designated leaders. I mean, our previous 2 inspections have rated leadership as very good. And as you peruse this slide, you will note, particularly as you grow throughout this academic year, that our school is very focused. We follow a strategic plan, we support your professional learning, we encourage teacher leadership and provide regular feedback and mentorship to enable you to be more effective tomorrow than you are today. Delving deeper into the role of building community, we see a continuing theme, and that is the need to build positive relationships with our students, with our staff members, and most importantly, with our community. Now, this may seem common sense, but putting it into reality is often more difficult than it should be. How you build a relationship with your parents will be pivotal to your success. Connecting with parents, seeking their involvement in class activities, whether it be sharing their expertise or helping with arts and craft, setting up reading corners, supporting field trips, whatever it is important that you seek out ways to connect with your parents. Because as we know, effective schools seek out ways to build relationships with their community. So, as a staff member at ALIASART, we have high expectations of ourselves and of each other. In short, I believe that we will create our outstanding school if we follow the simple steps. This will improve our learning as long as it's driven from within our school, and that is with you, the teacher. If you're keen, you will address each and every need, and you will build your class atmosphere. And if you have high quality teaching and you support that through the work of your peers and with your own creativity and ingenuity, you will develop very well at our school. If you focus on the community and provide intervention where it is necessary, well then we will work towards building our outstanding school. There are always questions, as I said at the beginning, and you need to plan and be intentional about those planning. So here are just a few thoughts, just to finish with, that you might like to use to help you focus on the needs of your students. And finally, In our quest to achieve our vision, we are on our way to building an outstanding school. As this presentation has demonstrated, we will judge our success on the data collected around student achievement and the progress they have made under your teaching, the impact of our whole of school teaching and what it has on student learning, how safe and orderly our school environment is, and the professionalism of our staff and their commitment to their students. The message of this video is that we expect outstanding teaching and learning in every lesson, every day, every week. We want you to be the best educator you can be. So feel free to reach out to us over the summer break. We want you to be ready to begin value adding to our school from the moment you walk into reception on the 25th of August. In closing, can I thank you again for choosing to be part of the Alias Art family, and I look forward to seeing your contribution help build our outstanding school.